We've been using Diver about 6 years now. When I first began at the winery, they had just began to implement it. So I started from the ground zero of gathering the data that we didn't gather in the past and recreating some of it from the distributors to where now we have the history as well as the current data for where our wines are sold, what markets they're sold in, who buys them, is it more on-premise, off-premise, which brands, which varietals. So anything from where is the wine going on the streets to which distributors are selling which products, you tell which product actually sells better demographically. So because we have this large data set, we can then manipulate it any way we need to gather the information. It's unlimited. It's just, what is it I want to know now? We never had depletion reports before. So they never even, 6 years ago, our winery is very small, and we doubled in size the first year we started using Diver, and that's when they were like, prior, they're like, we got to figure out, where is this going, what's going on? And we have, again, almost in half, another 150% growth since then, because we've been able to target. So it wasn't like, we've been stumbling along without it. It's like, we better get caught up because it's coming and we need that information to make our management decisions so we can keep moving smoothly. So we were fortunate that we were a smaller winery, smaller organization, that we brought it in at the right time to help us grow. However, I can see any larger company that has that data but doesn't know how to utilize it, because at the same time we also use it for our sales and orders. It was in a database and it would just print out these generic reports. But I couldn't, it was thrown into Excel to find out, which distributor group, because one distributor we may have in several states and everything's broken down by state or territory. So you're able to have a lot more power with sorting your data with Diver. So that's more of our we have a tool to use this for. Right now I'm definitely looking at the DI mobile. I've got a lot of sales reps that it would be very beneficial for them because they're out on the road a lot, and a lot of times what I'll get, I do everything from the back end to the front end to the business analysis of the data to then give to senior management. So I'm user all the way to fixing what I know the users need. So I'll get my reps on the road and go, Tina, I need this report. But I can't get to a computer, or I can't print it, so I'll run it for them and send it to them in a PDF. And then they can at least pull it up on their laptop or whatever. So for them to have that ability, but then to drill down and go further with whoever they're meeting with their sales rep, the distributor. So that's huge. The other one is the DI administrator, is that right? Where I can pull in several things, like the goals, and there's several topics that need to be on one report, more or less. And that's one thing that we've struggled with, because right now I will pull from Diver, my depletions, my sales orders, my shipments, and then I may have to pull inventory and throw it all together on an Excel, and whereas now I can start feeding all of this into one place and have my management area